Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mujtaba. Earlier we have discussed narration as how to change a direct narration into indirect. It is very vast. We have learned only the methods and rules of changing a direct narration into indirect. Today we will learn of changing an interrogative direct narration into indirect. Let's First of all, we must know what interrogative sentences are. If we are aware about the sentence, it will help us to change a direct into indirect narration very easily. Dear students, now in reporting a question in the indirect speech, when we are going to report a question in the indirect speech, there are a few ways or a few rules. Number one is the introductory verb is changed. Introductory verb, it is changed into ask, inquire, demand, or some other word having a similar meaning. In assertive, we were changing, if we were giving he said to me, we were changing it into he told me. Now, but in this interrogative sentence, it is to some extent different. Said to gets changed into asked. Says to into ask or inquire or demand. The way in which sentence is the way what it demands, we have to change the introductory verb accordingly. Number two is if. Whether or if is used after such an introductory verb when the indirect question has yes no for an answer. If there is given a question, yes no question, we use whether or if in this or in these sentences. Number three is the interrogative form is changed into declarative form. We cannot keep it same. For example, he said to me, "What's your name?" He asked me what my name was. It becomes an interrogative sentence changed into declarative, or we say it assertive sentence. We cannot keep it same as interrogative sentence in indirect speech. This was third one. Number four, the same word is used to introduce the reported speech if question begins with an interrogative pronoun or adverb, such as what, who, which, whom, when, where, how, and why. So let's explain it by quoting examples. You should keep all these rules in mind when we are going to change an interrogative direct sentence into indirect. Fourth one rule, let's understand or explain it by quoting examples here. Fourth one was the same word is used to introduce the report speech if the question begins with an interrogative pronoun or adverb, such as what, who, where, whom, when, how, and why. Okay, that indirect speech. Direct, indirect, the teacher said to me. The teacher said to me, what is your name? In assertive sentence, if a reporting verb was like this, was such, the teacher said to me, we were changing it into the teacher told me. If it was in present, the teacher says to me, we were changing it into the teacher tells me. But in interrogative sentence, it is different. The teacher said to me, it will change into the teacher asked me. Asked me. Why we pronounce it as asked, not asked? Ed form when we change a present into past. First form into second. When ed is added to make it past, they are known as weak verbs. So it gives sound of t as per pronunciation is concerned, as per phonetics is concerned. The teacher asked me. You have already learned just in when it is given, when what where such words are given in introductory sentence. What's your name? It remains same. What? You are. It means we are asking you. We are asking second person what your name is. So your will change into the teacher asked me. So teacher third person, he is asking to first person, what's your name? Your is second. So me, object is me, listener is me. I will narrate the same thing to some other person. So it will become like this. The teacher asks me what, your will change into my name. Reporting verb is in past. This will change into past as well. What my name was. Okay, we cannot keep. If we will write what was my name, it will remain same as interrogative, but it is when we change a direct into indirect, we have to change it into declarative sentence, not to an interrogative as it is. If we will keep it same as interrogative, it is wrong as per grammar is concerned. Now second example, he said to her, where do you live? Before changing it into interrogative sentence, we have to look at it and we have to understand in what sense question is asked. So in this sentence, it is just like he is inquiring, he is asking something, where she lived. So it will become just like this. He asked of her where were she lived. Where do you live? So here you became she. We changed you into she. But in this you became my. Your became my. You, if here it was you, we have to write here I. But here same you is changed into she. What is the difference? Why it changed into she third person? Why it changed into first person? Because the speaker or the subject to listener to object in this sentence is first person. So here we have changed it in first person. In this sentence, the speaker or the subject to the object, the speaker is asking listener. Speaker is here third person, listener is also third person here. So when we are going to convert it into indirect sentence, we have to change this second person into third person, because both the speaker and listener are third persons. So, number 3 example. He said to me, how old are you? In this, it is third person, it is first person. We must remember these things in mind while changing a direct narration into indirect narration. He asked me, how old I was. You became I and or became was, because I is first person here, you here is first person, or is plural. But in case of you, second person, you is both singular and plural, but or is always used with you. So, how old I was. If I will keep or here, I have to use here was instead of or. If I will write like this, he asked me how old was I, it will remain same interrogative sentence, but as per rules it is wrong. We have to change it into a declarative sentence. So we always put a verb, helping verb, auxiliary verb after a noun or pronoun, I mean subject. Number 4, the boy said, "Where is Jamia Masjid?" The boy said, "Where is Jamia Masjid?" Let's try to understand this sentence. In which sense it has been asked. Where is Jamia Masjid? Where is Jamia Masjid? It means he is inquiring. He is looking for Jamia Masjid. The boy is looking for Jamia Masjid. So we can use here inquired, asked also, but the suitable word we have to use here, or we must use here, that's inquired, because the boy is inquiring about Jamia Masjid. So it will change like this, it will become like this: the boy inquired were Jamia Masjid. Jamia Masjid was. Here is a little bit difference when we are changing direct narration into indirect. Let's see here. Let's see again. The teacher said to me. It became like this. Said to change into asked. The teacher asked me, "What is your name?" What is your name? So what, your, my, is, its past is was, name remains same. So we have changed this is into was, because oh sorry, I have forgotten here to write this. What is your name? What my name is. So is will change into was, because we have it is in past, we have changed it in past, so it will become is will become was. Let's look at a second sentence. He said to her, he asked her, "Where do you live?" Where, live, past of live is lived, you, she, because he is asking to her. So it means the question to whom it's asked, it is third person. So third person, we have to change this into third person as well. Number 3, he said to me, "How old are you?" He is asking, he is looking for my age, because why I am using here my, here it is used me. Speaker is third person, listener is first person. He asked me how old, same, you, I, or was. So it is little, it is very little to change. We have to keep these little things in mind. It is very easy than this assertive sentence. Number 4, the boy said, "Where is Jamia Masjid?" The boy is looking, he is inquiring about Jamia Masjid. So we can use here word inquired instead of asked. We can use here asked as well, but it is not suitable as inquired is suitable here. The boy inquired where Jamia Masjid is, was. So what we always place in an assertive sentence and or a declarative sentence, we place auxiliary verb after a noun or pronoun. Hope you might have understood it. Thank you.